All right, y'all. Welcome back to another rendition of the Marquee Podcast. I go by the name of Keita Dilla.
I go by the name of Mav as usual.
I go by the name Corn Talk.
Okay, now the beauty of having our own podcast is out the gate, y'all. I need to address a local hater, right? So it's a I ain't gonna say his name. I would trust me. I want to say his name, but trust me when I tell you he's a hating ass nigga. He'll probably try to sue. But so I'll say this to this local hater, right? Now, this local hater, he's very known in Nashville, Tennessee. He's a football legend. I ain't really gonna give his resume because you most people from Nashville will probably be able to figure it out. But I'll say this. It's a local hating ass coach that what he does is he goes out of his way to make it tough for coaches that are in my generation.
I know you're talking about, but go ahead.
And it's crazy because this same nigga actually coached some of us. He coached some of us, and then so it's like now that we're grown men, we see you and we expect, like I got a partner that he told me he seen him and he expected it to be all love. He said he was greeted with just the opposite. Just the opposite. And I say, damn, why? He says, I have no clue. And see that right there, that's the theme of what gets on my nerves about this local hating ass person. Everybody don't know why you hate. They just know you do. Is that weird? But I'm gonna say this. I think this is what I personally think of why this nigga be hating all the time. I think is because this same particular dude, he had a little bit of professional football success. And what I think is, I think the reception that he wants, he didn't get. You see what I'm saying? And it's like I see him get salty all the time cause y'all know I used to do my top five whatever list. And you know what I'm saying? It got annoying for me because a lot of people would run up on me and telling me, man, you should have put this and that and this person or whatever. But I'll be honest, I understood when Stephen A. Smith said that LeBron is mad that how hard Stephen A. goes as Michael Jordan being the number one player ever over LeBron. I kind of understood what Stephen A. said, even though I didn't agree with Stephen A. in that moment, because I'm telling you, I think this particular local hating ass nigga, he's mad because he don't understand that the world continued to spin, motherfucker, when you left the game of football. You see what I'm saying? There were better players that came along. Look at the numbers, nigga. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is my thing. I don't understand why these older players think that because they were what they were at their time, we supposed to just ignore the fact that maybe we've seen somebody that we think is better than you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like prime example. It's so many people that get mad at me when I say that Steph Curry's the GOAT point guard. And they'll say, what about Magic Johnson? What about this? What about that person? And it's just like, look, I get it. Me personally, I feel like if you're of a certain age, I just don't think that you've seen a better point guard than Steph Curry in your lifetime. Me personally. Me personally. But that's what this hating ass coach, that's what he does, bro. What he does is, or me personally, I think it's when his name constantly gets left off of certain lists, especially at his position. He don't like that shit. And when I found out that there's personal beef with the guy in the city that everybody pretty much says is the best running back they've ever seen. For the most part, it's this guy named Santonio Beard. He's also
Pearl,
from
Pearl.
Pearl. He also goes by Mr. T. If you don't know, T got killed a few years ago when he was in Atlanta, and this particular hating ass coach didn't like the fact that so many people considered him as the best running back in the city. And it's like this particular dude, he doesn't like he he don't make it a secret of his hate. Like I'm talking about this nigga, he don't even know that the whole city know about his bullshit because he'll just openly express that he don't like a certain guy or he didn't like something that a certain guy did. Like it almost seemed like the nigga wanna be a bitter or want to be known for being bitter. And my thing is this, bro. Man, it's bruh. When I tell you, man, it's just like the nigga is a scumbag, bro. And it's like I know if I go in on him, I would, man. I know I would have a lot of people in the football community in the city mad at me, but it's almost to the point that I don't give a fuck. So all I'm gonna say is this, and we can move on. I'm not going. I'm giving you an opportunity. I didn't say your name, but if by chance you hear this, and I know you know who I'm talking to. Corn, I'm gonna tell you who it is off mic, cause I know you know who it is. But if I say your name, I'm telling you, it's up, my nigga. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the fame that I feel like you're searching for.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Cause like
Mm-hmm.
the nigga on social media, he goes out of his way to go viral and shit. So all I say is you fuck with a lot of people that I fuck with. So keep it up, motherfucker. But anyway, um, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Marquee Gang. I got off topic. But nah, bro, niggas just bro. But man, we was having a discussion off pod. Or was
Mm-hmm.
that your topic, Corn?
Was it?
The one we were just talking about before we went live.
I mean, it was really it was mad talk, but it was flow right into what I'll be talking about. But yeah,
Okay.
it was because he was talking about Mad was talking about or y'all was making a conversation about um the age of rapping, and then my
Oh yeah.
thing is if it's not good, if something's not good, is it wrong to do something else?
Okay. Okay. So Marquee Gang, this is the topic. I want to know if there a should there be a legal age limit on rapping? And when I say a legal age limit, I think I think there should be the same way. You got to be 18 to to drive or smoke. You see, like it. I feel like beyond a certain age, if your career hasn't hit a certain level, you should be mandated to join the workforce. How do you feel about that, Mav? You're the rapper on the pod.
Um, I I think you should always have some form of income when you're doing music. You shouldn't go into this just broke. So that's one thing I'll say, that you shouldn't just go into it just broke. I've learned that lesson before. Um, I don't think there's an age limit as to doing music, but as to pursuing it, I'm not even gonna say no. I won't even say there's an age limit as to pursuing it. Like, pursue it at 50 if you want. The guy who started KFC, the guy who started KFC was what, 60 or something when he started. So you can't say
Yep.
there's an age limit really on anything,
I feel like this,
and
bro. If
especially with
you if
what?
you if you have if you have a certain amount of responsibility and there's no revenue from your music career, I feel like by 35 by 35 you should have some traction. Now, that goes away. Like if you have sold, like if you could sell a certain amount of units, like I'm not saying like there's no upside. I'm just saying like all of these all like every do you notice every tax season a trending topic is always, come on baby, let me hold 3,000 to I want to invest in my mixtape or pursue my rap career or some shit like that. And it wouldn't be a topic if it wasn't true. So Matt, let me ask you this: as a rapper, have you ever asked a woman to invest in your career?
Like, solely invest in my career?
Like say, okay, say there was a certain amount of money that you needed for a microphone or some shit like that. So have you ever been like, baby, give me this microphone, or you know what I'm saying?
No, because it was always some weird ass issue.
Mm,
Like, whenever I'd even hint at it, so I wouldn't directly like really ask. Like, I had a couple people get me something. I'm not gonna say nobody's ever done it, you
yeah.
know, but it wasn't really directly for music. Like, well, one item was, but others weren't really directly for it. But I've never had somebody besides one person, or maybe, really
So let
actually
me.
care like that. So I bought a lot of my stuff on my own.
So do
Um,
you feel like? Let me ask you this: when I feel like, so this is what I'll say. Maybe not a mandated age on rapping, or honestly, me personally, I'm not even just saying rapping. I'm talking about going out, like the investing in yourself, right? Like I feel like if you have a certain level of responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you feel free to pursue your career, but you need a motherfucking job.
oh yeah, you need a job the entire way, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you need some form of income because you got to have money to make money. It takes money to make money. So you have to have money. It's like investing. You got to have money to invest to make more money in the future, right? Same
Yeah.
thing. It's investing in your career. You got to have more money. So if you're somebody even in your 20s starting off, go get you a Fruity Loops program. Mics are cheap nowadays. Go get you a
Right.
Fruity
Bro,
Loops program, Mike. Something like, you can do it.
I only asked you that because, bro, I know a guy. He just graduated high school, and he's like, and I ain't gonna lie, he's pursuing his music career like gas to the gas pedal to the floor. And it's just like I don't even think he has a plan B. You see what I'm saying? It's like he's going off that philosophy of music or nothing else. Now, my thing is this. Now, right now, he's 18, 19 years old, right? So, okay, think about this. I would create a program where if I was running the country, I would let you be able to go file something with the government of pursuing my career or music career or some shit like that. And and you could possibly be compensated for it.
You can that actually let me stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of information I actually just found out maybe a few days ago. You can the government, if you're investing in your music, like I just recently bought my music equipment, and from how I understand now, Marquee Gang, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not understanding it right, but where I understood it is if like the music equipment I bought an interface, I bought a mic, I can take that to file my taxes, and I can claim however
Mm-hmm.
you say that on my taxes, so
Yeah.
I can
Oh yeah,
get a
that's a bit.
return on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's easy.
Yeah, they
Cause
consider you don't even have. Oh,
you,
go ahead,
cause
Corn. I'm sorry.
you're using it as your business. You can call it file it for your business. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you.
yeah, and yeah, they said that what I was reading is you don't even have to have a legit LLC right now.
Right.
Mhm.
Eventually, you will, but right now they'll still treat it as a business. If they see that you're investing money in it, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
still treat it as a business. So, Marquee Gang, anybody who's listening, and
See what I'm
because I just
saying?
found this out, and I'm gonna go when I
See
file
what I'm
my
saying?
taxes, I'm gonna try to do that. I can, and we can do it for the podcast too.
Yep.
So anybody
Yep.
who got a podcast, if we're all investing in the podcast and everything, you can do that too. I was looking up information on it. So just a
Now,
little bit of advice, you guys can take that out of your taxes from what I understand.
Marquee Game. Y'all can take this game that we just gave y'all. We just told y'all, there's ways you can get compensated for pursuing your dreams, right? Now,
Hmm.
now it's February 15th, 2026, right? Don't Marquee Gang, don't let me see one of y'all that heard this episode on February 15th in 2026. We cross paths in 2036 and you still goddamn it out here on some get my new mixtape.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you see what I'm saying? Like at some point, like we was telling y'all next week, like we was telling y'all last week, you got to hit your pivot. And then, okay, Corn, was that you with the topic of the pivot?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you go ahead, bro. Introduce it. What was your topic of the pivot?
Uh, my the topic of pivoting is kind of stems from the conversation. I mean, that Nash was having about Jelly Roll right now. But and there's a viral video of a dude named Ricky's World that's kind of talking about him from being a rapper, used to being a rapper versus now wanting to be a music artist, and he's saying like it was basically saying like the video was basically depicting of him rapping, and then after him rapping, he's saying that he sold out and he's not the same anymore, and he went to the other side and all that. But my question is, if something's not working, if something's not working or something's not right, if something's not going right, and you decide to go somewhere else, how is that considered selling out, or you moved on, or
Bro,
so
you need,
where's the line? Where's the line of you sold out versus you just moved on something else that you thought might be profitable for you? Where is the gray area of what is what? How do you determine it? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really
let
trying
me
to
let
figure out
me
what's going on. Because do
I
you do you
really
want do you want Jelly Roll to keep rapping and not making no money for real,
bro,
or pivoting somewhere and make money? You know what I'm saying?
bro, if
yeah.
I'm being if I'm being honest with you, honestly, like not only am I 100% behind Jelly Roll's pivot, but I'm telling you now, if I was to discover a lane where I could go from what I'm currently making per year to a different tax bracket, you see what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
all it takes is a image upgrade or image change or some shit. Bro, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm telling you, like if like say with me right now, I'm normally in like I dress like a coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a coach. So if I had to go from dressing like a coach, being comfortable every day, to now I gotta put on a suit and I gotta make sure my hair is cut every single. You know what I'm saying, bro? I would do that shit in a heartbeat, bro. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. I don't understand why people have like this world does not want people to grow. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, like how, and then they so picky with their criticisms. Like, do you ever notice? You ever notice how the world will tell a person like a Lil Wayne, all you rap about is pussy and this and this and this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you take a J. Cole, who J. Cole, bro, people act like J. Cole is the fucking coming of Jesus, bro. But J. Cole low key raps about the same shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
He
see what I'm
does.
saying? It's just like I just think people pick and choose. Like when they like you, they'll allow you to change or pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I think Jelly Roll criticism is people just they couldn't figure Jelly Roll out anyway, and then it's like when they found something that they could jump on him about, that's what they did. Because this is like I said, Nashville is a hating ass city, and honestly, I'm just being real. White people are not exempt in Nashville. It's like if they they gon' find a reason to hate on your shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I said
Yeah.
it. I said it. They gon'
I mean, I think that's in a lot of places though. Even where I'm like here, like it's full of potential, but nobody wants to do anything, you know, in this area. So it's like there's problems everywhere. Um,
yeah
as far as people hating on people, but as far as pivoting, I don't see a problem with pivoting at all. Drake did it.
yeah
I think we were discussing. I was mentioning that Drake did it with views. I said, remember when I said that after views was the time to kill Drake's career was views because
yeah.
after he pivoted, it's over. He's beyond you now, and that's what
Mhm.
happened. The time to kill his career was views. The battle, yeah, it put a damper on his career. It put a little bit of a dent in some ways, but I was like, you're too late. You should have done this a long time ago if you were trying to completely kill this guy off like that. And even then, it would have been hard
Yeah, yeah.
because Drake can rap. Not only can he rap, Drake can pivot. Drake can do what you can't do, Kendrick.
Hmm.
And I love Kendrick, but I'm like, it's true. He can do what you can't do. He pivoted
Bro,
and it did him well. And he
first,
pivoted. He managed to pivot and still rap immaculately. He's
mhm,
still one of the best rappers in the game. I don't care what nobody says. I'm like, he's a writer, but when you get so big, yeah, you're gonna have people writing your shit.
hey,
It's
you know,
obvious. If you
you
if you didn't know people was writing some of his stuff, then you're stupid. Like if
know,
y'all
they say
everybody's so shocked that he has ghostwriting, I'm like, okay, Drake has that, but no one says anything about Dr. Dre having ghostwriters.
they
Right.
say
No one
Jay Z
says anything
pivoted.
about anybody else having ghostwriters. What do you say, Key?
They said Jay Z pivoted. They said
So
that he was.
and yeah,
They said he was rapping fast, and then he took somebody's style, and then he raps slow.
yeah, Jay-Z managed, but he manages to pivot with the times. If you
Mm.
notice, his fast rapping style. A lot of people were. He wasn't the only person using that style. There were a lot of people in New York using that style. He had just picked it up. He had just been. He's just immaculate at it. He pivoted his style along with the times. He went from that fast,
Mav,
that rapid chop New York flow to that slow, that what Biggie kind of introduced in a lot of ways. Biggie and Rakim and all them, to that real, that paced out flow and everything, to what you hear from Jay. So he pivoted with the times. Even
bro,
now, like he's pivoted his style with the times. Like that I remember a song he did with Ross, "Fuck with me, you know I got it." Like the cadence nowadays, like he knows how to pivot. So
Mav,
and it,
did you
he's
ever
done it well.
did you ever see Sinners?
I still ain't seen that movie yet.
Oh my
I still
god,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie.
You gotta see it, bro. Cause look,
I'm working on it because I'm trying to catch up on a lot of movies. So that's why I'm trying to get to like slowly because I'm trying to rethought it and I think I might check it out.
bro,
So I'm
I'm
trying
telling
to
you,
get to catching up on my movies right now.
the more that this world unfolds and more motherfuckers get exposed in the entertainment world, like bro,
Uh-huh.
Sinners was a um it was a message, like a warning. You see what I'm saying? Cause it's like, bro, think about it. The overall message was in Sinners. Basically, they not like us. Like Kendrick says, right? That's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why. Okay, so if you're flowing with, because like Sinners came out at the same around the same time, the beef was going crazy,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Kendrick's whole message is they not like us. And then think about it. Kendrick is at the Super Bowl performing that song "They Not Like Us" while Sinners is going crazy in the movie theaters, and their message that they're pushing is "They Not Like Us," right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you ever think, and like speaking of Jay-Z, it's just it's crazy to me that, if I'm being honest, like it seems like this dude just constantly it's like he just narrowly escapes every single time. And then
Mm-hmm.
he keep popping up in all these pictures with all these alleged monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and then they want us to believe that he has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in those pictures, and you know what I'm saying? He just so happened to be at certain places and certain times, and bro, I'm telling you, bro, the reason why I brought up Sinners, the reason why I'm bringing up Jay-Z, to me, I think that
Mm.
shit is a warning. And then let's not forget what else went viral when Sinners was coming out and then the beef was taking off. It was the Cat Williams interview.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
That's
That
why
was
I'm
right before the
telling you,
beat took off.
that was, you know what I'm saying? That was like right before the beef took off. And then Cat's whole message was, he's like he said, if you were a man in a closet with a man and you shouldn't have been, it's about to be exposed.
Yeah.
And then it's like the whole theme of 2024 and early 2025 was exposing shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, that's why I think they taking turns on the people. That's why, bro, if you early marquee gang, when me and Mav was putting these motherfuckers straight to YouTube, like
Yeah.
I said back then, bro, I feel like, and then all of this beefing that's going on in the media, I think all of this shit is tied into one. I think low key, I think there is a crusade behind the scenes to either I think it's a war going on to either clean up media And that's when I say media, I mean rap, Hollywood, movies, all of that. I see it's a war going on to either clean it up or make it 10 times worse. Does that make sense? Did I lose y'all?
Amazing. I'm with you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because think about it, bro. Think about it. The reason why I say it's a war going on to either clean this shit up or either make it 10 times worse. I think the 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 sudden rise to fame of people like Sexyy Red, right?
Hmm.
Now, Sexyy Red has been in the news because she just fucking tried, bro. She remade "Beat It" by
Oh,
Michael Jackson. She remade "Beat It,"
yeah.
and she's literally saying on the chorus, "Eat it," and it's exactly what
Yeah.
y'all it's exactly what you think it is when Michael Jackson says, "Beat it, just beat it."
Yeah.
She's saying, "Eat it,
Oh,
just eat it." Like, bro, Sexy Red. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sexy Red. I feel like I feel like this, Sexy Red. I hope you've been saving your money because your shit is done. You're done.
yeah.
Bro.
Hmm.
Eat it. Just eat it.
Yeah. And I mean, she kind of, there was a song, if y'all remember, do y'all remember Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah,
He did a song called Eat It, but the only difference was Michael actually approved it. It wasn't about that. It was some song about like overweight people and stuff. But it was like, it was more of a funny thing, but hers is just like disrespectful and raunchy to me. I don't know
bro.
what it is. It's like, it's, well, I do know what it is. It's just, why would you do that and think it was a good idea? You know?
Hey, I'm gonna be
Like, and
real,
especially Michael's not even here to even approve, and of course he's not going to approve that shit. But I'm saying like he's not even here. The principle that he's not even here to approve it.
bro.
You know, like, and he
Can
thought
I
that that
answer
was
that?
cool.
Can I answer
Yeah,
that? I'm gonna tell you whose fault this is.
yeah,
It's it's the world's fault. Like when I tell you, you remember when we was having a conversation of how overly sexualized the world is,
yep.
bro. Sexy Red is the product of zero dick discipline. Because think about it. If niggas wasn't walking around horny as fuck all day,
Hmm.
the bullshit that Sexy Red talking about, it would have never even like you would have heard that shit and niggas would have never went back to it. You know what I'm saying? And it would have she would have
Yep,
been what's the shit? Whatever the when VH1 used to do the songs from the 90s type shit.
yep, yep.
Cause bro, she literally came on a song and said, "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown,"
We go Brown. Yeah,
and y'all let that
my
fly.
coochie. Yeah, I've been saying it for a long time. You know,
Hey,
I've been saying this.
you know who fault it is, Math? It's the
You,
rappers like is the rappers like you.
you said it's the rappers like what? You kind of broke up.
It's the rappers like you. It's y'all fault.
Like me?
Yep.
That wait, you said it's the rappers like me that what?
I said Sexy Red is your fault directly because when Sexy Red got to talking about her booty hole brown and shit, you should have been dissing her. Like you should have sent like 3 disses her way.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you said. Okay.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do wish that I had the ability to rap because if I could, man, I'd be dissing the shit out of all these niggas. I swear, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would have sent like at least 2 diss records towards LeBron because I feel like
You
it's
said you
it's
would have
too.
said
Can you hear me?
you're starting to break up a little bit more on my end, at least.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No,
I
I
hear
was
you.
saying, bro. I was saying that I would have. There's 2 situations of LeBron that I would have sent like 2 diss records his way. Like it's so many celebrities that I would be taking shots at if I could rap.
So you be trying to 50 Cent the industry, huh?
For sure. For sure. Because if I'm being honest, bro, 50 Cent has proven that these niggas ain't they just talk tough. They're not gonna do shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one time he walked on stage in front of every Pip C even said this. He's like, I watched 50 Cent walk on stage and walk past everybody he had beef with, and they didn't do shit. Like,
And do nothing.
didn't do one thing. Him and Yayo was like he walked in and walked right past the row, didn't do anything. I was like, yeah,
Hey,
yeah, they're not fucking with that
speaking of
dude.
Yayo, speaking of Yayo, what y'all think about that confrontation on the plane?
This, yeah, I see that. What did
Corny.
y'all think of it?
It's corny.
It's corny.
It's
Why you say
corny.
that?
It's corny for sure.
Why you
It's
say
corny.
corny?
Yeah,
Yayo is 45, 47 years old, 50, maybe close to 50. Ja Rule's close to 50 years old, and these guys are still, Yayo's still trying to carry on a beef that no one cares about anymore for real. And also Yayo is, why are you doing it, Yayo? You are 50 Cent's mini me. Like you look like the mini me doing like this little lackey doing it, trying to carry on a beef. Secondly, Ja Rule stood up on business and told y'all what's up, and y'all still didn't do nothing. Y'all look really cornball right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Ja Rule got up and said, man, what's happening? Get up. Y'all want to keep on playing this corny ass shit. What's going on, Jack? What's happening? And y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all want to play and kiki on. That look
well,
corny, yeah, to me. That look corny. It was corny.
I'll say in Yayo's defense,
Right.
um, in Yayo's defense, he there was an attempt. I think there was 1 or 2 attempts in his life directly by Ja Rule and these people. So he has a
Mm-hmm.
reason to be mad at them. He was directly involved with all this stuff. Like Uncle Murder, I don't know where he's involved. I think he's just loyal to 50, and that's what that was. Because Yayo went back and explained it and said that he did say Uncle Murder started it, but he's like when Ja got on the plane, he put his stuff up, and then he looked at him. Both of them was like, "Hey, yo, we good? We good?" And then Uncle Murder said, "Why are you fucking talking to me?" And she's like, "Don't talk to me. Just sit down and blah blah." Because Yayo even said he's like, "I would have respected it more if he just sat down and didn't say anything." But he said after he said that, Uncle Murder said something, and that's when that all kind of started. And then after that, there was a whole big thing. But like I said, in Yayo's defense, ultimately, he was directly involved in all this stuff.
My bro, my
So,
in my opinion, I say this.
but it was corny. No, it was corny. It was. I
In
was
my
like, man, y'all.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, bro. I only reason why I say I don't think it was corny on Ja Rule's behalf is because I throughout all of that shit, I damn sure felt like Ja Rule was the victim. Meaning, meaning Ja Rule was just, he was doing his thing, minding his business, making his songs for the girls. And
Mhm.
50 came out of nowhere and low key squashed that man's career, bro. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm Ja Rule, bro, Ja Rule has every right to, if I'm being honest, I'm going to take that beef to my death. Like, think about it. On top of, the history between them, you remember 50 was poking fun at John M when Irv Gotti passed. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just feel like if that side over there is gonna keep going with it, fuck it. It's up forever. And
I
if I
mean,
and
that's how 50 looks at it. Like when you're directly involved with the people who have made an attempt on my life and almost succeeded,
right,
at that
right,
point, it's up. Like 50, I understand because, like I said, somebody wanted to see you dead, and they're associating with that person. If not directly involved, because who knows? But like as
and
far as I
that,
know, they
bro.
associated with Supreme, and that I was like, man, I kind of I
Hey,
understand. I was like, somebody
that's what I
tried to
was gonna.
kill you, you
That's what
know?
I'm gonna say, bro. Like the G Unit and the Murder Inc. beef, man, is so deep, bro. Like they done had. I mean, people done got killed. People done got stabbed, shot at, beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
they got ties with Supreme and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then 50 got like bro, it's they beef. I understand it on that level. Now, if you a nigga that see a nigga who owed you $50 and you let him get away, bro, no. 10 years later, y'all shouldn't still be arguing over that $50, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just being real. But does that mean that for the rest of my life, I'm gonna remember that you got little on me for that $50? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not gonna be a beef. It's just I ain't gonna fuck with you on that in that aspect. But
yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like, I'm not
yeah,
gonna like if I see you, like I can walk by you, but don't expect me to like say anything to you
yeah,
or anything like that.
yeah.
Because, like I said, like Corn, I agree in the fact that it was cordy. Like that whole incident, I thought was cordy, and you're getting to the age to where I'm not trying to fight you. I don't fuck with you and never will, and we can go on about our business.
But
You
hey,
know,
bro, I can,
but you can't. Like I said, you can't dictate how everybody feel. Like 50 Cent, he's a street dude,
bro,
so it's
I
war
got
for
that.
him
You
forever.
know what's
You know,
crazy, bro?
so
I got that same type of beef though, bro. Like, so when when I first created the FBBL, like we were having like tryouts and shit around the city, right? So when a guy that I got into a fight with as a kid, that I got into a fight with as a kid, he comes to the tryouts. When he sees me, he literally leaves the event, right? Now
mhm.
I'm sitting here looking at him because at the time, like I'm doing like we had a little shit where guys would come and you fill out your little application, pay your fees. So I'm doing that and I see him get out of the line and leave. You see what I'm saying? Now, I never see him again. I never seen him again for as
Mm-hmm.
long as we was doing it. Then it's like I want to say probably I want to say 2023. I run into the dude where we ended up working together, and so the conversation was unavoidable. So I asked him, I'm like, bro, why did you get out of line that day? He literally looked me in my face and said, I didn't know you were involved with this. He said to me, before me and him had a conversation about it, he said, bro, I didn't fuck with you from that fight we had when we was kids. And if I'm being honest, I respected it because I'm the type, I I'm the type, I'll forgive some shit, but I'm never gonna forget it.
Mhm.
Am I wrong in it? Am I
Definitely.
wrong for that?
No,
No.
no, not at all, not at all. Like I said, I'd say I'm like that is like I said, I'll see you. I'm just like we don't have to speak. We don't got to fight. Just don't talk to me. That's all.
Yeah,
We can go about our lives. You know, there's some
yeah.
people that I've said this to some people. I'll be like, I, if I met you at 26, that means I spent 26 of my years of my life not knowing that you existed, and I can go another 26 not knowing that you existed, even longer. So
I
it's like
seen what
I guess maybe that's a cynical way to look at stuff, or if that's the word to use. But I look at it sometimes like that. Like sometimes you got to be like. I I spent this time not knowing you, and
Yep.
if you're gonna be that like that towards me or whatever beef we got, you stay over there. I stay in my corner over here. Just know that if you decide to come over here and fuck with me, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. Like I
Bro,
don't know.
I seen
Mm.
one
Like it may
dude.
not be a good thing for you, but don't come over here, and I won't come over there, and we're good. Like, is
I
that fair?
It is, and I seen one dude's commentary on the
I feel
situation.
all you.
He said that basically if nobody gave it any attention, like he feels like that if nobody pulled their phone out when Ja Rule turned around and was like, "Is we good?"
Uh,
They wouldn't have got to performing. And I somewhat agree with
Right.
that. I somewhat agree with that because like everybody knows when you in a, I don't know if y'all have been in any recent public altercations, but if you get, just know these days, if you're going to get into a public altercation, somebody phone gonna come out. And it's like, I personally think that Ja Rule and Tony Yayo and them, they seen the cameras. They knew Ja Rule was making a scene, so they had to turn up. And it did exactly what they wanted it to do. It went viral.
mm, yeah,
That's why I say, bro, I'm telling you, the drug, the drug that's killing so many people is not fentanyl, is not goddamn heroin, it's attention.
yep, and content.
Attention, bro. Attention is the most dangerous drug that we have in the world right now, bro.
Yep,
Because, bro,
yep,
Tell me
the
about it. Want to be
I agree.
famous. Want to be famous.
bro,
Man.
the
And
attention
willing
that
to do anything for it.
Man.
cause I'm just being honest, bro. It's like a drug because I'm somebody who, like, I've created several posts that have gone viral. Corn, you as well. I'm sure Mav, you as well. So if you know what it's like to go viral, bro, that shit can consume your whole day, and that shit can
Yeah.
it can make you feel like that you're a bigger deal than what you actually are. You see what I'm saying? And then
Hmm.
I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie, bro. It's like when I say viral, I mean like you make a post that is getting crazy reactions as far as like love, you know what I'm saying? You get shares, comments, retweets, whatever. And part of part of going viral that nobody talks about is the real life reaction.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's like okay, if you got a viral, I give you the perfect. So a few years ago, y'all remember the rapper Amaretta? She had a song where she was basically saying if you're not from these particular areas, you're not from Atlanta, right? So
Mm.
all I did was I just did the same thing, but I made it if you're not from these particular places, this is not Nashville. Bro, that post, I swear to God, was from 20, I want to say 2023-ish, maybe 2022-ish. Bro, I just got a person commenting on that post last week. And that's
Mm.
because of how much it has been shared and shit. But bro, when the first day when I did that shit, man, I'm walking around like I think my son had practice or some shit that following evening. I had people approach me and say, "Please tell me how if you live in Madison, how is that not Nashville?" And that type of shit going on, bro, it can get addictive, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, like people just it's a phrase that's popular. Like you've been hearing people say, "Go touch grass." Like that shit is, bro. That shit
Hey,
is really true, bro. Niggas really need to get out here. I'm talking about take your shoes, take your socks off, put your goddamn naked toes on the grass and walk around. Connect with the fucking soil. That's like that shit is true, bro. Like man, but now, bro. Um. So okay. Speaking of going viral. Speaking of going viral, right?
for sure.
So I've been seeing this viral post where there's a kid who he strikes out. It's baseball. He strikes out. He does some stupid shit like slam the bat, right? Daddy comes from behind the dugout and
Okay.
he's getting on him about sportsmanship, right?
Yeah.
I as a coach, I appreciated it. The only thing I disagree with was I wouldn't have did it so publicly. But I didn't really have a
Mm.
problem with what he was saying though. But my question to y'all is, what do you feel is too far when with all of us being fathers? What do you feel is too far about instilling work ethic in your kids?
Uh, I'll go out. I'll go on with that. I'll start off. In my opinion, um, almost to me, it's almost a fact. But you know what I'm saying? We're in 2020. We're in the year 2026. I came up in the era where getting slapped and getting hit with a pot in front of everybody in 2001 and two was okay. You know what I'm saying? I came up in an era where getting hit, getting with teachers. I came up in an era where a person not named your mom or dad was allowed to put hands on you and it'd be okay. You know what I'm saying? So I came in the era. I came up in that era. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. So with that being said,
Corn, you got
in the
hit
year
with a pot?
2026,
Is that what you said?
hell yeah, hey, I got hit with a pot. Yeah, I
Damn.
got hit with a pot for sure. Yeah, I got hit with. I got hit with damn near everything you can think of. A conveyor belt,
Man,
all
you
type
got
of
hit
shit.
with a
Yeah,
pot?
all type of shit. But that again, this was in the 90s, in 2000
Yeah,
where all
yeah.
this shit was like kind of accepted. I don't know if you did this, Chianti, but whenever I get whoopings, I go to my boy house and we show each other the weapons and shit on our back and all that shit. Like, oh, you got what? All them see your weapons. Okay, cool. Show it. That's what show who got whooped the worst. Oh no, I don't know, bro. Anyway,
Hey,
you know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna lie.
I
I
don't know,
I've
bro.
been I've been ten. My
The
my
90s was
homeboy
crazy. The
100%
2000
did
90s was
that.
crazy.
My homeboy used to do that when he would show me his whips and shit. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to call the police for him, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga was being abused.
Nah, niggas was getting punished out there when it came time to that. But to answer your question, bro, to answer your question, like uh, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess this might be a cop out answer, but I can't tell I can't tell Anthony how to raise his daughter or his son. I can't tell
Yeah,
Mav how to. Hey man, you shouldn't do that. Who cares that? Not mine. Okay, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I don't know. Where is the line where you can tell someone else how to raise their children? But I'll speak from the outside looking in optics perspective. But like when what is wrong with criticizing your son in public? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he needs that to strengthen him up some. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get the problem. He didn't beat him up or nothing. He just yelled at him kind of harshly. I mean,
yeah.
I don't see what's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what's wrong with getting yelled at. That's the problem we have now with this era of kids and players, athletes. You can't say nothing to them. You gotta suck up to them. You gotta baby
Mm,
them. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing to them. You can't do anything to the kid, to a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying belittle the kid, but sometimes he needs to get his ass chewed out. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
this this era is so different, bro. This era is so different. This era, this era is so different. Um, Also, again, in my opinion, I do believe Anthony, Mav, myself, we came up in that era that I just described.
Yeah.
So like, I really do believe that, not necessarily saying the guys on the podcast, but from a general perspective, that our era does not do the things that we came up on because what happened to us. You know what I'm saying? We do other things to try to um substitute and supplement discipline. So instead of
Yeah.
yelling and screaming at them, we said we talk to them. Instead of again beating them, we say, you know, so we put them in, we put them in timeout or take away the game, take away
Hey.
the outside. Which, and honestly, taking away the game, taking away outside, taking away sports, that would do much more damage anyway. Because that kid and myself, we want to do those things. If I can tell you, I take the whooping and go back outside playing every time versus
Yeah. Marquis.
take the outside away, and I can't go outside. That makes sense. So
Hey,
I
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying? I
tell
mean,
you,
but with us so called not whooping our kids. So one more thing, with us so called not whooping our kids and kind of sort of going to talk to our kids route, that does naturally create a softer, softens the kids up and makes it looks like they can get away with things because ain't nothing gonna happen to them. Does that make sense? It naturally does that though. But go ahead.
bro. I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you what was been proven to be
Wait.
effective with my children, and anybody that know my kids, they know that my kids are super respectful. You know what I'm saying? They stand out athletically. They like my youngest son, killing it in his classroom. But look, I'm gonna tell you one thing I do with my kids, bro.
Mm,
I tell them, like, I don't really threaten them with. I threaten them. You see what I'm saying? But one thing they know is if they piss me off, they gonna get this lecture, bro. You gon'
yeah,
get
for sure.
these. You gon' get these
Have you
words.
have you ever put punch a kid in the chest?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
That's what I figured. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying every day, but like, sometimes you're gonna have to you're gonna have to, what I'm saying, tighten his ass up one time for sure. Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Cause man, I don't know about y'all kids, but my kids, I'm telling you, they slick as hell at the mouth. And if you let them,
But
you know what I'm saying, they'll, you know what I'm saying. Then my kids, they fuck around, throw a joke on you that piss you off. So I don't know, bro.
Mhm.
But no. So okay, but as far as the viral video, like you know what I'm saying, it's just like I'm all for public criticism. Like I'm the dude that if I'm in line at Walmart and I've done it before. If I see a lady, she disciplining her child, I'm gonna be championing her behind. Like, yeah, get his ass. Hey,
hmm
I still feel like it's a limit. Like I be seeing like you ever see the females who go insane on their kid in public, calling them bitches and hoes, like bitch get up, that's too far. Bitch, I call the law on your head. And I honestly, I hate the arenas that you'll be in where you'll see that. Like most of the time when you see a young girl going crazy on her kids, it's probably at a kid friendly event. Am I off in that?
hmm
Like I
No,
remember bro, I 100%, bro. I remember a couple years ago when me and my family went to Holiday World. Bro, we in line now. Granted, this lady did tell this little boy to be still. He kept trying to get free, and the nigga he wiggled and got free, and he bumped into some dude's leg. The dude did too much. Man, when I tell you this lady lost it on her kid, and I get it. Sometimes parents get sick of talking shit, but some niggas do too much though. Mav, how you
you know,
feel
like I
about
said, discipline. You discipline.
Mav, you still
Mav,
in here?
Yeah,
Mav, you here?
yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
hear
hear
you.
you now.
Okay. What was the question?
We was asking how you feel about uh, what's the limit on public discipline for a kid?
What's the limit on? You broke up.
What's the limit for public discipline for a kid?
Oh, like public discipline?
Yeah.
Just in general, discipline as a whole, period, in this era, in general.
um, I think this era. I've said it before. I think the era is soft. I think that there should be more stricter discipline. You know, but I the methods that we had back then, they could be harsh. I've gotten extension cord, hanger, all kind of shit. So like I think there should be discipline, but I think there should be limits. Don't I
Hmm.
think it shouldn't go to the line of abuse.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It should go to the line of you did something wrong, you're in trouble, you know, I need to teach you a lesson type shit.
No,
Yeah.
But as far as back, like um how how we used to get um I thought it was like I don't know, I thought it was necessary to a point, but then not when you're getting it, but I thought it was necessary to like to a point.
hmm,
Yeah.
I think there should be more. I think there should be more discipline. Not necessarily how we got it like that,
yeah, I got
like
you.
all the way, but a form of discipline that makes you not as soft. Like when I got like when I'm not gonna say beaten when I got whoopings and stuff like that. I couldn't stand it, but as I got to be an older person, an older man, I understood why I got them.
So I was just gonna ask,
So,
did you
like,
ever get
and
a whooping that you understood, like why you got it?
say it again.
I said, did you ever get a whooping that you understood why you got it?
Did I ever get one that I understood why I got it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've gotten them to where I hated it, but I understood it because I knew I did wrong. Like I wasn't a bad kid or anything, but when I did get like a woman, like I understood. Like I wasn't no dummy. I was like, there's a couple times I didn't understand, like only because of the circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was a time my dad like drug me home from my friend's house. It was pretty bad, but I didn't understand because there was miscommunication in that whole thing. But for the most part, I understood why I got him. Like if I knew I was being disrespectful, I know this is what my dad has laid down as the rules of the house, and I didn't follow this, like, or I didn't do this, or I dis the biggest thing for me was if we did anything to disrespect my mom. And that was understood. Like if we got in trouble or we did anything that we weren't listening to my mom, my dad got home, it was done. It was up.
I'm gonna
And
tell
my
you, bro.
dad was big. So it was like we were like my mom was like, wait till your dad gets home. I'm like, oh shit. Cause like I knew when my dad get home, it's like my dad put the fear of God in me. I'll say that. My dad is one of the nicest people you ever meet, but he put the fear of God in me.
Mhm.
Bro,
For
so
sure.
look, my
For
my
sure. For sure.
so me
Yeah.
and my little brother, we have different daddies, right? So, um, like my mama spent some time, like she was in a relationship with my little brother's daddy, and like
Mhm.
so, I remember like
Yeah.
after they like my little brother's daddy and my mama broke up. We were still cool with him or whatever. So one time I went over his house,
Yeah.
and he just asked me a question. He was like, "Is your mama seeing anybody? Is she this? Is she that?" And me, I'm thinking that it's cool. This is such and such, you know. So look to I didn't know that this nigga go get on the phone with her and presses her about everything that I'm telling her that's going on in my house, right? So when we get back to
Mm.
my mama's house, bro, she pinched the shit out of me, done popped me and shit, and I'm like, the hell? And I got a stern talking to about the old. Don't be telling nobody what's going on in my house. So
Yeah,
when my mama whooped
for
me for
sure.
that, when my mama whooped me for that, I completely did not understand, and I was pissed off about that shit. I'm like, so I still to this day like, okay, so when he directly asked me if your mama got a new boyfriend, what am I supposed to say? As a kid though,
Mm.
and you know, me when I was a kid,
Mm.
I was a goody. You know what I'm saying? I never was gonna be the kid caught lying and shit like that. So when he asked me, I just told him, hell yeah. I didn't say hell yeah, but basically I was telling my mama business. I got a whooping for that. I ain't like that shit.
Mm.
But not. But yeah, man.
Makes sense.
Did y'all shit? My shit finna go dead, bro. Did y'all have any other topics y'all want to discuss? If not, shit, I'm done.
I like it. I'm cool. I'm
Mal,
good.
What's going on?
did you have
I'm good.
anything else you want to discuss?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, well,
Good,
shit.
good. I'm gonna clip this
It's
up.
been a good one.
And today is what y'all. Today is what I've been slow on my promotion. Today I'm gonna do a lot of I'm gonna do some clipping today. So don't worry, I'm gonna do some clipping today. It's all good.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna send some your way too. Then
Okay,
today,
bet. For
for
All
sure,
sure,
do
for
right,
that.
sure.
y'all. Fuck Miss Faye. Till next time.
But I yes sir.
All right, y'all.
Love.